Hey friends, I'm Steph from StephanieJenkins.com and CheapskateCook.com, and today we're gonna do a what I eat in a day. I really like saving money, I really like eating healthy. Those are my main goals when it comes to our food. So today is not about counting calories, I don't do that. It's not about measuring macros, I don't do that, although I have done it in the past. I have a few guidelines that I try to follow for myself and my body and what feels good to me. But my main goal is to try to eat clean and stick to our budget. So I'm just gonna show you a very unprepared random day and what I eat in that day. Quick note, I have 3 kids, we homeschool, and for the most part, they are on their own for breakfast and lunch. My youngest son usually eats breakfast with me. I'll usually help guide his lunch, but dinner's the main meal that we eat together. Breakfasts and lunches are pretty independent in our house because I don't have any really little kids. So my kids know what is available to eat for breakfast and lunch, and they just take care of that themselves. I am so hungry right now. I waited to eat until I could film this video, and that was a mistake. Okay, first thing in the morning, I typically open the fridge and take a quick check of what needs to be eaten now, and I really quickly try to figure out what I need to do throughout the day to prepare for that. We had some leftover oatmeal, so I'm gonna make some leftover oatmeal. Look at that. That is just, yeah, can't wait. Don't worry though, it's gonna get better. So I put this in a saucepan over medium heat, and then I add some almond milk, and then I use a potato masher to mash up all the chunky, mushy oatmeal concrete that happened in the fridge. When you do it this way, you can't even tell that it was leftover oatmeal. It's just delicious again. I'm gonna let that warm up. While I'm waiting for that, I'm gonna fill up this jar with water. I usually use like a stainless steel mug, but it was dirty, so we're gonna look a little cute. And while the oatmeal's cooking, I'm also going to feed my sourdough starter, which involves, well, it involves weird shenanigans because my scale is messing up, so I have to like monkey with it. It's ridiculous. Assuming you have a working scale, feeding sourdough starter takes like 5 minutes in the morning. I try to make a habit of it. I also keep my starter in the fridge most of the time, and I only take it out like once a week to feed it, make some bread, and then I put it back in the fridge. Okay, oatmeal is ready. Again, oatmeal. What is wrong with you? So gloppy and gross, but also really delicious. I'm gonna add some ground flaxseed, hemp seeds, which I've had in my kitchen for forever. I don't even want to think about how old those are. Some almonds that I had left over from Christmas, and cranberries that I also had left over from Christmas. And then a big dollop of maple syrup, and that is breakfast. Sometimes I'll add a scoop of collagen powder, but this is just what I ate today. Alright, I'm planning on doing hard-boiled eggs for lunch, so I have to wash the eggs. We get some eggs from a friend, and they are super fresh, so they need to be washed. I know you can make hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, but I've been making them on the stovetop for long enough that it's just easy and brainless to cook them up on the stovetop. My oldest son decided to make bread today. That's not a normal thing. This was a one-time thing. So I saw that they were ready to go in the oven. I'm gonna cut the tops of the loaves and then pop them in the oven for him. The hard-boiled eggs are ready, and because they are fresh farm eggs, I'm going to douse them with cold water really quickly, and I'm also going to put them in a pot with ice water and let them sit in there. That usually helps the like hard-boiled egg part shrink a little bit, so they're easier to peel, especially because farm fresh eggs are like exceptionally hard to peel. This morning I noticed that I had some leftover beans and rice, and nobody's really eating it, so I'm going to grab these flour tortillas and I'm going to make some quick burritos, and the kids will eat those for whatever. We'll just have them in the fridge and they can heat them up whenever. That's just delicious. I don't know why anyone is avoiding this in the fridge, but they are going to be really delicious. It's just beans and rice and some salsa, and then I threw in some cream cheese so that it's nice and cheesy. So I don't need to add anything else to these burritos. It's literally just the beans and rice and cream cheese mix, and then I roll them up and line them up in the pan. I am not the best burrito roller. It's something that I kind of learned recently, and I just kind of do my best. And the reality is my first few burritos are usually pretty good, but by the third, fourth, fifth, whatever, then I don't care. The bread is ready, and everybody in the house loves fresh homemade bread. So I'll cut a couple slices, and the kids will grab those for a snack, usually with some butter. It's also lunchtime, so I found a bunch of random odds and ends in the fridge, and it looks like it's going to be a snack plate today, so I can kind of use up some of these little things.
I hope seeing what I eat in a day kind of dispels any idea that I eat perfectly or that we're anything but perfectly normal people who are just trying their best to save money, eat healthy, and work with what we have. It was really important to me that I not make this video really cute or make it look anything more than real life, because we're all living real life and we're all trying to save money and eat healthy with our unique circumstances, whether that is food allergies or an extra tight budget, or maybe you have a more generous budget but you're just trying to make sure that you stay on track. This is what I love to teach people, so I hope this video is giving you some ideas for real life.
Mid-afternoon, I'm usually ready for a snack. Today, I saw that we had some apples that needed to be eaten, and we're gonna have some peanut butter with them. Here I am trying to get the very last bits of peanut butter out of this jar before I open the new one. And here's a tip: if you use the natural peanut butter that's just like peanuts and salt, usually all the oil goes to the top, and it's really hard to dig past the oil and get to the actual peanut butter. But if you store it upside down, then you can just open it and kind of dig past the really thick stuff into perfect, yummy peanut butter. I don't recommend storing it upside down after it's open, but before it's open, that's totally fine. And still drinking water. For dinner, I'm going to grab some leftover potatoes and make a pan of potato nachos. I already have a video detailing how to make potato nachos, and you may notice that I'm just recycling the footage from that video because it was a long day filming everything that I was eating. But this is a great meatless meal. It's a great way to use up leftovers. It doesn't have to be meatless. You can see I put some bacon on one side of it. But it's a huge crowd pleaser at our house, and we'll serve this with some big salads for a full dinner at the end of the day.
Okay, I hope you enjoyed seeing what I eat in a day, and I hope it gave you some ideas. If you want me to do this again, because every day looks a little different, let me know in the comments. I'm Steph from StephanieJenkins.com and CheapskateCook.com. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more ways to save money and eat healthy. Allergies. Oh.